Hey man, it's Rio. Be yourself, man. I'm doing an album review. I'm doing Vince Staples' new album, FM. Y'all need to listen to it. It's straight fire. Straight fire, bro. I definitely love it, man. First listen to it, I was like, man, this stuff is hot. Super hot. I wanted to go through some of the track listings, or all of the track listings, and tell you what's all of my favorite joints on there, and also tell you how I feel about each track. Alright, the first song, Feel Like Summer, it has a Ty Dolla $ign in it. Man, it definitely had like a groove to it, man. It definitely have a groove to it, bro. And then it was like, with Ty Dolla $ign, he was saying, ain't shit a broke nigga gonna tell me now. So it's like, definitely like a uplifting type thing. So it's like, so people that want to, like all the naysayers, you know, forget them. I'm just gonna do me to the fullest. So if you feeling good about yourself, and it's just like one of them type of days, pop that in, shoot, bro, you be feeling good. I like that song. Was nice. I like that song. Like it weird on me after a little bit, because I would listen to it like 3 or 4 times, that song in particular. And then the next song, Outside. Whoo, Outside. He was talking so much gun talk on that boy. All the gun talk, bruh. All of it. So yeah, he was saying that. And then one of my favorite lines off of there was in my Uncle Phil house with the Mac 10. Ooh, with the Mac 10 though, in the Uncle Phil's house. So he's just saying he's just living up now. He's living in a better situation and everything like that. But he's still keeping it hood. He's still keeping it gutter. You know what I mean? He's just still keeping it gutter for the people. You know? And then I just like his flow on the beat, man. Like he was like, bro, he was just, I don't know, he did that a lot with this album in particular. Like he was changing his flow a lot. And he was in different pockets that I really liked. He definitely honed in this album, for sure, for sure. Outside that track, bro. Outside is that track. And then Don't Get Chipped. And it had like the flashy, you know what I mean? Like the flashy flows on there. It was super hard, super gritty on there. It was super, you know, like his beat selections on here was so nasty on there, bro. Just so, just you leave it with the ugly face, just like, you know what I mean? But he would talk about on these like it would sound like it's like he's talking about positive stuff, like with the chorus, but with what he's talking about in his verses just be so gritty, you know what I mean? So it just might even confuse you and stuff. And then he was talking super gun talk on this song, just like how he was on Outside, because it was like a continuation from Outside, was Don't Get Chipped, and it had featuring J-Rock on there. Man, the voice on there, it just didn't sound like J-Rock. I thought for a minute, I thought it was Belly like on there or something. I was like, what? That's J-Rock featuring on there? What? And he was doing the chorus on there. I like that song too. I definitely like that song. That song was super hard. It was tough tune. It's super tough. And then Relay, straight flames on Relay, bro. Straight flames on there, man. And it's just him talking about, like, you know, on a police scanner, or you know, he would be like scanner and hammer. You know what I mean? He have like that, like he was continuating his lines, like holding the line and stuff like that. It was super dope. Like he was just talking about like running away from the police, bro. Running away from the police is like a relay. When you see them, you know what I mean, you about to hit that corner, you running like you in a relay race, bro. You dipping on the police. So it's like definitely like a hard, tough tune talking about that street life, you know what I mean? Because with Vince Staples, you know, he lived that hard street life, you know, like, but he just doesn't act like that. But he just, you know, he talks about his life and his experiences through the music, you know. So definitely a tough tune talking about running away from the police. I bet you a lot of people can relate to that one for sure. I didn't, you know what I mean? I ain't have to run from the police, you know, thank goodness, you know what I mean? I ain't get caught up too many times, you know. Not too many times, but, you know, I try to keep it low key. And then it was the Earl Sweatshirt interlude. I thought that was pretty tough too. Like that Earl, because Earl, he don't put out a lot of stuff, so I thought that was cool that Earl was on there and just decided to just be like, yeah, I put a snippet on there, for you, no problem. And then, man, this is my favorite song on here, bro. Favorite freaking song on here, bro. Y'all definitely need to listen to this one. It's Run the Bands. Run the Bands, y'all need to listen to that. You know what I mean? Y'all need to listen to that song. That song's hard. And man, my favorite lyric on here, bro, was "How So Big Need Kanye Lipo." Because, with Kanye, not a lot of people know that he did lipo because he went to the White House and talked to Donald Trump, with Jim Brown. It's like, what? You know what I mean? So nobody really was talking about his lipo situation, you know what I mean? So I thought that was super dope. And then Nike's Off-White, like Halftime Michael. Him no play, him Bateman psycho. So that was super cold. That was super cold, bro. That was super cold, bro. He was going off that bitch. And then, yeah, bro. And then he was talking this other line that I like. This other line, bro. I had to write all this down. We don't do no Axel Foley's, bro. We don't do no Axel Foley's, bro. We ain't the undos. Axel Foley was all the undos. You know what I mean? That Eddie Murphy. You know what I mean? That Axel Foley. You know what I mean? I thought that was super dope, bro. I thought that's like my favorite song on there, bro. Vince Staples did his thing on there. Super catchy, super hard. Most of these songs are very catchy. Definitely radio type songs. And then my least favorite song, sadly, this is my least favorite song. It was Fun. It was Fun was like my least favorite song on there, It was pretty catchy and all, but it just wasn't my shit, It just wasn't my thing, And then with E40, he was featuring on there, so he had that E40 Bay Area type feel because with how the bass was in that song, it was knocking like some Bay Area type stuff. So, I think he went to his Bay Area bag. He got in the Bay Area bag real quick, So I just thought that was cool. And then like E40 was just he had this one chanting part, and it says "Mac a bit now." You know what I mean? I thought that part was kind of cool. But it was just my least favorite song on here because it was so much other flame on here. You know what I mean? It's just my least favorite. And then No Bleeding. And I didn't even know that was Kamaya on there, real talk, bro. Because he be tweaking the voices, or whoever his engineer was just tweaked the voices so much, I didn't even know who some of the people was, bro. Like, I'm like, what? That's Kamaya? Like, so, and then, that was definitely gang banging at its finest, you know what I mean? Talking about that gang talk, you know what I mean? Which I ain't a part of, but he was talking all that gang stuff, you know what I mean? And it was a super repetitive song. It was super repetitive. Like, most of the chords took up, like, the whole songs, bro. Like, Vince, he only had one verse, and then Kamaya only had one verse. So it was super short songs, super short, super sweet songs. So it wasn't one of my favorites either. It was like Fun and like, No Bleeding was like my least lowest favorites on there. Like I didn't really care for them. And then it was the Tiger Interlude, and then it was the radio skit. I thought the radio skit was pretty funny. Y'all, that's why y'all need to check this album out, bro. Check out the radio skit. The radio skit funny. You know what I mean? Big Boy doing his thing like always. Big Boy in the morning. And then with Tweaking, with that song at first, it took me a couple listens because, I just took the song for like face value. But actually that song is like pretty deep. I feel like that's like the deepest song on this album. This album's only 22 minutes, so it's so short, you know what I mean? So he couldn't put that many different emotions for each track on this, so he had to, pick specific songs that he wanted on there to make sense, you know what I mean? But with this song, it was pretty deep actually, talking about losing close friends, how close friends can switch up on you and stuff like that, or friends just passing away, while you're still leveling up and going up in the world, you know what I mean? Having different experiences and living life that you always wanted to do. With Vince, he always wanted to treat his mom good and, get his mom out the hood and stuff like that, and he accomplished that. But he wants to also help out his friends, but with a lot of his friends is just, gone or, switched up. You know what I mean? And then with Kalani featuring on it, it definitely sounded like a radio type song. It sounded so upbeat that you didn't even notice what he was talking about. That's why it took me a couple of different listens to know what he was talking about for real. Like, I didn't catch what he was talking about in there. But man, y'all need to listen to FM, bro. Listen to FM. It is definitely dope. Definitely dope, bro. Y'all need to peep it out, man. Alright, man. This is RioBeYourSelf, man. Subscribe, comment, like, share. You know what it is. I'm out.